Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ever wonder if you're a true introvert? It's not just about being quiet or shy, it's about how you recharge your energy. Today, we're diving into 21 things that introverts absolutely can't stand. If you find yourself nodding along to most of these, well, congratulations, you're officially part of the club. First up, number 1, small talk. Oh, the agony. Talking about the weather or what someone did over the weekend can feel like a total waste of energy. We'd much rather dive deep into a meaningful conversation or just enjoy a comfortable silence. It's not that we're rude, we just crave substance over surface level chit-chat. Number 2, unexpected phone calls. In an age of texting and DI miss, a ringing phone out of the blue can feel like a personal invasion. It demands immediate attention and pulls you out of your zone. A simple text first, asking if it's a good time to call, is a courtesy every introvert deeply appreciates. Coming in at number 3, group projects. The idea sounds great in theory, collaboration, shared workload, but the reality, it's often a chaotic mess of coordinating schedules, navigating different personalities, and carrying the weight for most introverts would rather work alone, where they can focus and control the quality of their work without all the social gymnastics. Number 4, being the center of attention. Surprise birthday parties. Being called on in a meeting when you weren't expecting it. Public speaking. It's the stuff of nightmares for many of us. We prefer to observe from the sidelines, not stand in the spotlight. It's not about a lack of confidence. We just don't need external validation to feel good. 5th on our list is constant noise and interruptions. An open plan office, a loud cafe, or a TV blaring in the background. These things are mental kryptonite for introverts. We need a quiet, peaceful environment to think clearly and recharge. Constant sensory input is just plain exhausting. Number 6, having to network. Walking into a room full of strangers with the sole purpose of making connections feels incredibly artificial and draining. It's like small talk on steroids. We'd rather build genuine relationships one-on-one, over time, based on shared interests, not business cards. Next, number 7, people who we value our privacy and we assume others do too. When someone we barely know starts unloading their entire life story, it can feel overwhelming and uncomfortable. We're good listeners for our close friends, but with strangers, it can be a bit much. Number 8, big parties and crowded places. A sea of faces, loud music, multiple conversations happening at once. It's a recipe for sensory overload. After an hour or two, our social battery is completely drained, and all we can think about is our escape plan to get back to our quiet sanctuary. Number 9, when someone cancels plans, but you're secretly thrilled. You act disappointed on the outside, saying, oh no, what a shame. But on the inside, you're doing a happy dance. An unexpected free evening to read, watch a movie, or just do nothing. That's the dream. It's nothing personal against the person. We just love our alone time. 10th on the list, being told to come out of your shell or be more outgoing. This is one of the most frustrating things to hear. It implies that being introverted is a flaw that needs fixing. But it's not a shell. It's our natural state. It's like telling an extrovert to be less sociable. It just doesn't work that way. Number 11, people who drop by unannounced. Our home is our sanctuary, our safe space. An unexpected knock on the door can feel like a breach of that fortress. We need time to mentally prepare for social interaction, and a surprise visit completely throws us off our game. Number 12, brainstorming sessions. The pressure to shout out ideas on the spot in a group setting is intense. Introverts do their best thinking when they have time to process information alone. We'll have brilliant ideas, but they'll likely come to us an hour after the meeting is over, in the quiet of our own thoughts. Number 13, people who don't respect personal space. You know, the close talkers or people who touch your arm while speaking. We have a larger personal bubble than most, and when it's invaded, it makes us feel anxious and want to back away. Number 14, having a packed social schedule. Looking at a calendar filled with back-to-back social events is not exciting. It's terrifying. We need downtime between social activities to recharge. One big event on a weekend is often more than enough. Let's move to number 15, feeling rushed. Whether it's making a decision, finishing a task, or getting ready to go out, introverts hate being rushed. We like to think things through, take our time, and be methodical. Pressure just leads to stress and sloppy results. Number 16, icebreakers. Go around the room and share a fun fact about yourself. This single sentence can send a shiver down an introvert's spine. It's forced, awkward, and puts us on the spot in front of a group of strangers. No, thank you. Number 17, people who answer questions for you. When someone asks you a question and a more extroverted friend or colleague jumps in to answer on your behalf, it's incredibly annoying. We have our own thoughts, and we're perfectly capable of speaking for ourselves. We just might take a moment to formulate the perfect response. Next up, number 18, vague plans. Phrases like, let's hang out sometime, are our nemesis. When, where, for how long. We need details. A concrete plan allows us to mentally prepare and manage our energy levels. Vague invitations often just fade into nothing, which, to be honest, we're sometimes okay with. Number 19, overly enthusiastic people. While we appreciate positivity, someone who is constantly at a high energy level can be draining to be around. It's like trying to have a quiet conversation next to a loudspeaker. We operate at a calmer frequency. Number 20, being asked, why are you so quiet? This is probably the most asked question an introvert gets in their lifetime. We're quiet because we're thinking, observing, listening. We don't feel the need to fill every silence with noise. Sometimes there's just nothing that needs to be said. And finally, number 21, the pressure to be on all the time. In social situations or at work, there's often an unspoken expectation to be constantly engaging, smiling, and performing. For an introvert, this is exhausting. We need moments to retreat into our own minds, even when we're surrounded by people. So, how many of these did you relate to? If you found yourself nodding along to more than half, you are definitely an introvert, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Embracing your introversion is the first step to living a happier, more authentic life. It's about understanding your needs and setting boundaries to protect your energy. What did I miss? Let me know in the comments below what are the things you can't stand as an introvert. I'd love to read your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video and felt seen, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content about understanding ourselves and others. See you in the next one.